Hi, in this video we're going to have a look at defining custom environments, building hybrid diagrams using the query builder found in Hava. So this is this here at the top. So what you can do is define searches based on a number of criteria, and the query will go through all of your connected environments looking for matches to whatever you've defined. So if we look at this VPC, for instance, if I know we've got one called VPC B, okay, that's searching through our configuration looking for a match to that particular VPC name. So that's returned this. So this is at the moment just a temporary diagram in that it's built on the fly and only exists until you close down this screen or session, unless you save the diagram. So once you save it, then it becomes a permanent diagram on your environment's dashboard, which enables the system to keep it updated. So just automatically, once you've defined and created the diagram, Hava looks after the rest for you. So the purpose of this is to enable you to create either subsections of your network or hybrid diagrams using combinations of the search criteria. So we could add another VPC. Here, for instance, so the or and operators allow you to, so this is looking for a VPC with this ID or this ID. If you had and in there, then both searches would need to match the same or both criteria. So here now we've built this diagram with multiple VPCs. So we've got Hava White here and demo VPC here. So on the same diagram. So likewise we could save this, and that will then be a permanent feature of the environment's dashboard. So if we clear that away, we've also got IP down here. So if we search for, say, 10.0.10.200, this will then go looking for any resources within the configured environments that have this particular IP address tagged. So here we go, we've got three different VPCs with that same IP address contained within the resources within the VPC. So you can also wildcard. So if we go 10.20.5. So this will then go searching for a partial match for that IP address. And again, the same things applies with the combinations. So you can build up quite complex searches here, encasing things in brackets, using or and also negative signs. So you could do minus IP 10.20 and it'll find everything that's not that IP. So here we're building multiple IP. So here it's found a combination of these two IP addresses. Once we've got a AWS VPC here, and then we've got a GCP network here as well. So there's your classic hybrid diagram. There's also something called deep search, which is quite interesting in that, so if we just search on that one again. So this diagram here has all of the resources that has a partial match to that IP address. But what we have is something called deep search, which allows you to also bring back everything that's connected to the resources that match your search. So this will bring back these resources plus anything that's directly connected to these resources. So if we have a look at that, so now you can see we've got load balancers that are directly connected to the resources that match. So get rid of that. Region is another popular one. So taking the region search, it then presents you with the known regions that you can search on. So AP Southeast 1. That's going to bring back lots of different different VPCs that are in that region. Some orphan S3 buckets here, bunch of customer gateways, and so forth. So that's region. There's also a name, get rid of that. Tag, so if we look for anything that starts with dev, so that's brought back again a combination from the different environments we have connected to Hava in this account. So we've got some S3 buckets, SQSQs, VPC, resource group, so that there's also a type. Clear that. Once you type, it then gives you all the different types of resources that are searchable. So we can search for all of the EC2 instances, which will be huge. So we could then do something like and so fetch me back all the EC2 instances that are also in this particular VPC. So there we go. Maybe try deep search that. So bring me back the EC2 instances plus anything that are connected to them. There's also anything you type in here that isn't in this particular list is considered as a tag. So if we've got a tag called workload type, so that's not a reserved word or resource type within Hava, but it is just a random tag, that's will also be searched. So what we're looking for here is a workload type called production. So again, that's applicable across any of your connected data sources. So here we found the database that's tagged with that. Workload type production. So as I mentioned before, you can do fairly complex searches, so you can go blah, 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 or BBC. And you can continue to build that to really hone in and define custom environments. Another useful feature on the type, so say you're looking for all of your databases, for instance, so we could do, okay, so we want a Dynamo DB, so using that sort of search you can quickly pull back all of your databases onto a diagram. So if you're a DB admin, for instance, you can have a diagram solely dedicated to the stuff that interests you. So we've looked at region name, VPC. You can also search on subnets, on Azure Virtual Networks, Azure Resource Groups, GCP projects, everything in a particular data source. So with the source, then it presents you all of the cloud accounts you've got connected to your Hava account. So there you have it. There's the custom diagram builder. It's very flexible and powerful, and just gives you the ability to really customize exactly what you want to look at in your Hava environments dashboard. Thanks very much for watching.